Well, it's move-in day, moving out and moving in day. So why not get distracted by the Toronto Maple Leafs? Maple Leafs, game 38 versus the Calgary Flames, who, what they said on the broadcast is they basically are so far out of the playoffs right now. They need to go, for example, 15-5, and Montreal go below 500 the rest of the way, and Calgary could make the playoffs. Basically, eventually they came down to it and said Calgary basically has to run the table, maybe lose 2 games, but they're 5 games against Montreal. They need to win all 5. So they're going to try to start tonight against the Leafs. It's basically a must-win now for Calgary the rest of the way. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're still at the top. Mike Hutchinson is in net because Jack Campbell is going to play on the back half of the back-to-back. They play Calgary again tomorrow, or I guess today. Mike Hutchinson. Let's just get right into the game. So 1 minute in, and Morgan Rielly roofs it. High glove over big save Dave. That's right. Rittich is in net, and he doesn't make the save. It's 1-0 early for the Leafs. 30 seconds later, Toronto almost gives it right back. Backlund gets sent in on a breakaway, and he's stopped by Hutchinson on the backhand. And I just knew, I grabbed Mike Hutchinson in fantasy for this game for a reason. I had this feeling like he was going to play great. He was going to get the win. And because Calgary's been sucking, why not? I was like, he's either going to get the win or he's going to get shelved for like 7 goals. Risky? Yes. But playing the Flames, who've been absolutely lackluster this year, why not? And Mike Hutchinson's coming through early. Right after that, Matthews almost beats Rittich on the same side as Rielly. Rittich makes the save. It was weird, though. In the broadcast, they said Matthews didn't have a shot on net, but I swear Rittich made the save there on his shot. Okay. Dave was really deep in his net. He was deep in his net quite a bit this game. He's a big guy, made the save. JT then gets a chance, gets stopped. He did his little quick backhand, forehand shot. Nothing. Gets high sticked after. No call. That happens. Let it go. Play on. Leafs are out shooting Calgary 11-3 up until 8:17, I believe, after an icing. So it's 11 shots to 3. Leafs ice the puck. Calgary wins the draw. And with their 4th shot on goal, Mark Giordano, point shot, gets tipped by Nordstrom. Absolutely stunning tip. Top corner, 1-1. No chance for Hutch. Can't blame him there. Later on, though, Hutchinson, he's on it. But hey, when that happens, it's 1-1. Then, final minute, and what happens here? Nylander has the puck. He gets stripped by Hanifin, I believe. And the Flames go the other way. Nylander literally goes through some dipsy dangles around. But Hanifin, good defense, strips him of the puck. Flames go the other way. Lucic presses, he basically pressures Travis Dermott. Puck eventually comes around the boards to Backlund. He throws it out to Mangiapane, who's just in the slot. Off his stick quick. Goal. High blocker. Remember, he's a right-handed glove. High blocker, left side, 2-1 Flames, and that's how the first ends. So Leafs were out shooting the Flames 11-3 until 8:17. Then after that, all Flames. Second period, again, all Flames. Even with the Leafs getting a power play in there at one point, who are now 0 for 27 up to this point. Did they have another power play in the game? I don't know. They didn't score on it. We'll just say that. So no goals on the power play in the last, I think it was 10 or 11 games. Absolutely shocking. Just everything looks terrible. Entry, terrible. Setup, terrible. Execution, terrible. Everything's just off for the Leafs. Anyway, 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second period. And if you look at the shot clock, they favor Calgary 18-3. It was once 11-3 Leafs. It's now 18-3 Calgary. But then the Leafs begin to put pressure on the Flames. and it's Alex Galchenyuk giving the big FU to the TSN broadcast team, who said he hasn't been playing well prior to the game. Yes, I'm looking at you, Dave Poulin. Galch scores off a Nylander shot pass to Tavares. Tavares redirects it to Galch, who puts it high over Rittich, who was, Rittich was dealing with pretty good traffic out front there. But yeah, it's Galch. It's his first as a Leaf to tie the game. I love this. I love it. I remember watching Galchenyuk play in Sarnia back in the day. And then obviously had that awful knee injury, but the season before that, where I think he had 30-something goals, he was great. That's when Yakupov was like this Russian star. But Galchenyuk, he was great back then. Watching him then and watching him now, I'm happy to see him score, and I badly want him to succeed and have success here in Toronto. It's nice to see him score. Ties it up 2-2. Following that, Michael Hutchinson, my fantasy savior. He just makes a good handful of deflection saves, like Flames. Point shot, deflect. Hutchinson, all over it. And it is tied going into the third period, where, on the broadcast, it said Matthews and Marner both have no shots. I swear I thought Matthews had that one shot early in the first, but hey, they have no shots going to the third. And then 6:55 into the third, it's not Matthews and Marner, but it's John Tavares and William Nylander, who doesn't get an assist on this play, but I think, come on, just give it to him. Thank you also, Noah Hannafin, and your skate. Anyway, great play at the Leafs blue line by Muzzin. There's pressure, and he kind of just flicks the puck up into the center ice to JT, who corrals the puck. So he takes it down, corrals the puck, and he pauses just that half second. Hannafin goes to him. I forget who it's Richie coming back, goes to JT, and JT just feeds it to the right-hand side to a streaking Nylander, and he goes right in. He looks 5-hole. Rittich with the nice save. He gets that right pad down. Nice save. The rebound comes out. Tavares is the first one there. He gets a piece of it. Backhand. Rittich kicks that one out as well. But as he kicks it out, it hits right off of Hannafin, and it goes in the net. 3-2 Leafs. You know what? You need to be lucky to be good sometimes. And, hey, anyone would take it. Hannafin right after smashes his stick on the post. And I'm just glad he made contact with the post. Rittich was prepared, and he reacted just in case to move out of the way. No one wants to see a Keith Ballard, Thomas Falcoon here. So yeah, not too happy. And he won't be happy after that because, 3-4 minutes later, Hyman and Matthews and Marner. Anyway, so along the sideboards, Tkachuk has it near the blue line. It's still in the flame zone. Matthews comes in, takes out Tkachuk. Puck goes to Hyman. Hyman works along the boards, feeds it down low to Mitch Marner. Marner looks up. He has time. He comes out front. Matthews, after taking out Tkachuk, goes to the front of the net. He splits Hannafin in the forward, gets a stick over Hannafin's stick. Marner, sweet feed to Matthews. Goal. It's in the back of the net. Lovely backdoor pass. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And it is 4-2 Leafs. Minute and a half after that, Leafs almost score again to make it 5-2. Engvall, who, you don't recognize Engvall sometimes, but his just long strides, for some reason he just holds on to that puck. It's just there with him. And he does it here. He comes over the blue line. Spezza drives to the net. Engvall with the beautiful pass. Spezza with the redirect on net. Great save by Rittich, reading the pass. He knew it was coming, made himself big, came over, good save, kept it at 4-2. Leafs do almost give a goal back to the Flames, though, with 5.5 minutes left, maybe a little bit less. And it's they're behind their own goal line, and they go up the middle. They're trying to feed, the centerman or the forward there. This time, it was Dubé there. But Hutch with the save. He was great. Leafs do this play all the time. They did it all game. On one hand, it's like a quick exit. But the other hand, it's a turnover like this, and it creates a slot chance. It's a risk reward. More times than not, it's reward. It's an easy out. A couple times this game, if the pass is off, or that forward or centerman's not there on time, not good. Anyway, 3 minutes left in the game. Calgary pulls the net, pulls the goalie anyway. I wrote this down, just a great block by Marner on a Giordano one-timer. And you know what? That's what a fan likes to see. Sacrifice to make the play, to get the puck out. Marner does this all the time. My mind goes right back to the Bruins series where he made block after block after block to finish out the game. A great positive there. Great positive to see here. There was a great positive because they won the game. Eventually, of course, they ultimately lost the series, but that's the past. Leafs win this game here. Leafs have a few chances at the open net. They miss each one of them, but that's all fine and dandy because the Leafs wind down the game. They take it 4-2. They've now won, I believe it was 5 of 7 versus Calgary, and their lead in the North is extended. Leafs are now 25-10-3. Next up, a rematch against the Flames. Jack Campbell's likely back in the net. I haven't looked it up, but I'm assuming he's in. And just before I go, I want to say, well done, Michael Hutchinson. Thank you. My fantasy team appreciates you. Me as a Leafs fan appreciate you. Everyone appreciates you. Some great reaction saves on those tip shots, those deflected shots. A great game, sir. Well done. Good bounce back game. Bring on game 39. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Go, Leafs. Go.